My mortgage payment went from $1,600 to $3,500. This is all I have been seeing going on my timeline on TikTok right now, on how everybody's mortgage rates are increasing. Honestly, I can tell you what, when I first bought my house and I had a realtor, my realtor did not tell me anything. I bought the house. I didn't know what I was doing. I was not a realtor then, of course. And I did not learn about my payment until the closing day. I did not know how much my mortgage payment was going to be until the closing day. And I signed on the dotted line. At that point, for me, I was ready to buy a house. So I just felt like it was what it was. Unfortunately, my mortgage payment is $1,600 and it's still $1,600. But I guess my question is, for everyone's mortgage that's going up, like, I know it's a terrible situation, but also when you are purchasing your homes, are you not understanding what questions to ask your lender? Because you can always ask your lender when you go under contract on a home to show you what your monthly payment is going to be. Of course, it's going to be an estimate, but also at the closing table, when the attorney is going over how much you're going to pay for your mortgage, and they give you a piece of paper that has all your mortgages for however many ever years that you have to pay your mortgage for. At that time, when you're signing your papers, don't just sign the papers, just ask questions that you may have about your mortgage. Because once you sign and close on your home, that's your home. And then years down the line, you're looking at, you have to sell your home. So it's like unfortunate. Of course, property tax always goes up. So, I mean, that could be another question. When you're buying a home, ask about the property tax. Another thing that could kill you is incentives. Sometimes it's good to have incentives on new construction homes, but sometimes it's not, especially when you're doing the 2-1 buy down. Basically, when your interest rate is going to be one price for 1 year, it's going to go up the next year, and then it might go up the third year. Ask what your mortgage rate is going to go up to for the third year. You might can afford the house for year 1 and 2, but if you can't afford it for year 3, then what's the point of getting the incentive? Like, don't just go looking into a new construction because they're giving you $10,000 and they're giving you a 2-1 buy down, because you might be the next person where you're going to be saying, my mortgage payment was $1,500 and now my mortgage payment is $2,500 because my realtor didn't tell me this or the lender didn't tell me that. Like, you also have to do your own research when you're purchasing a home. I don't know, like, what questions do y'all have as far as purchasing a home, as far as property tax, as far as your mortgage going up? Like, you have to do your research, and you definitely have to ask questions before you sign on that dotted line, whether it's the day of closing and you have more questions for the lender, but you don't want to ask them because you're too excited. Always remember, you have to be the ones to pay the bills. Your lender doesn't have to pay the bill. Your realtor don't have to pay the bill. At the end of the day, you have to pay the bill, and you have to be the one out on the street. If you have to sell your house or what may have you, it might not even be worth selling your house, depending on how long you have been in your house. So you might not even have as much equity. But the tip of the day is, make sure you ask your lenders questions at the beginning and at the end. They always send out multiple disclosures of estimates for your mortgage. And also ask the closing attorney, because the closing attorney also goes over everything before you close on your new home.
Did your mortgage payment go up this year? It may not be your property taxes that are causing your mortgage payment to go up. It could be your homeowner's insurance. Every year, your mortgage company sends out something called an escrow analysis. That's their way of checking to see if they've collected enough money from you to cover things like the county taxes, mud taxes, school district taxes, and yes, your homeowner's insurance. If your homeowner's insurance premium goes up and they didn't plan for it, your escrow account goes negative. So what happens? They raise your mortgage payment to make up the difference and to build a cushion for next year's higher cost. Now you're paying more every month and didn't even see it coming. So here's what you can do. Watch your mail around your insurance renewal date. Your carrier will usually send you a notice if your premium is going up. Keep an eye out for your property tax valuations and protest those if it's too high. And please shop your homeowner's insurance every single year. Loyalty is not going to save you any money, but shopping around just might. Follow me for more real estate tips, whether you're buying or selling. I'm your
I've really been been back and forth about whether or not I was going to post something about this. I got up on my 40th birthday a few weeks ago, and I got my escrow analysis when I was in the bed in my email, and I was like, I shouldn't open this right now on my birthday, but like I've been waiting for it, so I opened it, and we had a shortage of $3,700 for the second year in a row. Our mortgage payment is going up $300 a month starting June 1st. When the loan was originated, it was $500 less, so that's fun. That is not sustainable. Our insurance has increased drastically. Our taxes haven't really changed. So I have a call in my insurance agent, and I'm going to call the mortgage company tomorrow. And then I need to, get in touch with the realtor, like, just in case, which, like, probably we're going to have to sell our house. It's both of our dream house. My husband and my dream house. It is not the time to sell a house right now. It is not the time to buy a house right now. Our current rate is 5.5. We're not even anywhere near that. This never happened with our old house that we were in for 10 years. I'm like actually like legit depressed. Like when you think of depression, like that's me. I'm not motivated for anything. I have not gotten anything done. It's just in the forefront of my mind literally all the time. What is your mortgage payment done? Has yours gone up significantly in the last year? Talk to me. My dad was president of a mortgage company and is a CPA and all that stuff. I worked in insurance for like almost 10 years. Like I know this stuff. Like I know all the things. Like I've talked to my dad about it a lot. I've talked to ChatGPT about it a lot. And both of them have been so helpful. Like I understand what happened and why and everything. I just was talking to my husband and he was like, I've not talked to anybody else at all that has had this huge of an increase. So what can I do besides sell my house? I don't want to do that, but that honestly looks like that's what's going to end up being what happens. And I could pay my escrow shortage down. It's still probably going to be $100 or $200 higher, which is still like $300 higher than what it was when we first took out the loan. And we've only been there for 3 years, so we don't really have any equity. And we had a $100,000 down payment when we bought this house that we will not have if we sell this house and have to buy another one. So much fun! Yes! Tell me all the things. What are your comments? Do it. Do your thing, TikTok.
My mortgage payment is going up almost $500 a month. $500 every month. I have a fixed interest rate, so it's not that. Nope, it's my escrow account. Apparently, my homeowner's insurance and my property taxes just skyrocketed. But nobody thought to tell me about this until I was already $3,200 short in my escrow account. So now I not only have to pay the shortage, but I also have to pay the new balance moving forward. And so I can either pay the shortage in full and my monthly mortgage goes up almost $200 a month, or I pay it out over the next 12 months and my monthly mortgage payment goes up almost $500 a month. Well, I definitely don't have $3,200 just laying around, so I guess this is the option that I have. I'm already working 70 hours a week, so I'm probably gonna have to sell my house because I can't do that. I don't know anybody who could. But I don't know where I'm gonna live after I sell my house, because my ex-husband ruined my credit in the divorce this year, and so I don't know anybody who's gonna rent to me. I may end up homeless by the end of this year. Yeah.
Nobody explains this until it happens to you. Let's talk about how your mortgage payment just went up out of nowhere, and it is not your interest rate, it's an escrow shortage. Here's what's going on. Your mortgage payment includes a portion that is going into escrow for property taxes or insurance. If either of those goes up, which they always do, your lender has to cover the difference, and you're going to pay for it. Now your mortgage payment goes up to make sure that you have enough in escrow moving forward, plus to cover the difference that they paid. If that's happened to you, don't freak out. Go ahead and send me a message and let's talk about your options. Tomorrow, I'll be sharing another video on what you can do to keep this from happening to you.
I just got a letter in the mail from my mortgage company saying that my mortgage is going up again. My mortgage payment went up last summer too. Last summer, it only went up $20, but this summer, the letter that I just got, my mortgage is going up $60 extra a month. Now, when I started reading this, I could feel that I was like starting to get fucking pissed off and overwhelmed and stressed. But then my brain was like, wait a second, Katie. You've lived in this house since 2015. I bought this house 10 years ago. And you want to know what my mortgage payment was when I bought this house 10 years ago? Now, mind you, this is principal, this is insurance, and this is property taxes, okay? $650. Now, do I live in a rural part of Ohio? Rural, I don't know how to say that. Yes, I do. You want to know what my mortgage payment is going to be starting in August? 10 years ago, it was $650. Starting in August, my mortgage payment, my insurance, and my property taxes, my payment is going to be $780. So when I think of it that way, I'm like, in the last 10 years, my payment has only gone up $130 because of property taxes. And the only reason property taxes are going up is because the value of our homes has gone up. The value of my house is more than double what it was when I bought it. So $130 over the last 10 years, that's really nothing to complain about, considering I decided to look up the rents of 2015 versus the rent of today. If someone were to rent my house in 2015, they would have been paying like between $700 and $900 a month. Today, in 2025, they would be paying upwards of $1,500, which is probably on the low side, to be honest. So your rent going up almost $1,000 over a period of 10 years, and you're just throwing that money down the toilet. Or you can have a mortgage payment and your property taxes only go up, or your mortgage payment only goes up less than $150 over the course of 10 years. This is why real estate agents are like, ooh, the best time to buy a house was yesterday or today. That's why.